Welcome to Monday. I'm going to go through page 52 and 53 with you to check your work. We have some surprise sentences in here, so hang on to your seatbelts. If you haven't done this yet, please stop the video and go back and do the work and then come back with me and check. Here we go. Will you help her now? This is a sentence and it is interrogative. This sentence is about you, so you is the subject. This sentence tells us that you will help, so will help is the predicate. Help is the predicate verb because it shows action. Will is the helping verb because it helps the verb. Will help whom? Her. Direct object because it receives the action of the verb. Help when? Now. Adverb modifying the verb. There are no linking verbs because predicate verbs do not use linking verbs. Next sentence. She carelessly colored them. This is a sentence and it is declarative. This sentence is about she, so she is the subject. This sentence tells us that she colored, so colored is the verb with the predicate. It is the predicate verb because it shows action. Colored what? Them, direct object because it receives the action of the verb. Colored how? Carelessly, so carelessly is the adverb modifying the verb. There are no linking verbs because predicate verbs do not use linking verbs. Check to make sure your first two look like mine. Make any corrections that you need. All right, moving on. They should not criticize her. Surprise. This is a sentence and it is exclamatory, showing strong feeling. Our first one of the whole year. That's exciting. I hope you noticed that. This sentence is about they, so they is the subject. This sentence tells us that they should criticize. So should criticize is the predicate. Criticize is the predicate verb because it shows action. Should is the helping verb because it helps the verb. Should criticize whom? Her. So her is the direct object because she receives the action of the verb. Should criticize how? Not. Adverb modifying the verb. There are no linking verbs because predicate verbs do not use linking verbs. Double check. Moving on. We painted them over again. This is a sentence and it is declarative. This sentence is about we, so we is the subject. This sentence tells us that we painted, so painted is the predicate. It is the predicate verb because it shows action. Painted whom? Them. Direct object because it receives the action of the verb. Painted where? Over. Over is the adverb modifying the verb. Painted when? Again. Adverb modifying the verb. There are no linking verbs because predicate verbs do not use linking verbs. Take a moment to check and see that yours looks like mine, and then take a look and see, let's just see if we can find all the subject pronouns. Subject pronoun is, there's one here, there's one here, here, and here. Object pronouns, we have them all over the place. Her, them, her, them. Lots of pronouns going on here. Guess why? We're studying pronouns. Moving on though to the next page, as I rip this off the wall and put this one up. One of the questions they asked you on the next page is, what is a pronoun? We kind of have to go back to a song that we didn't review this week about pronouns. A pronoun is a part of speech used in place of a noun or nouns. If you had looked back to an earlier page of songs in your workbook that you have at home, you would have seen the words to that song that would have reminded you of the definition of a pronoun. But that's what they were looking for. You can write any part of that in that you didn't already remember. That's perfectly fine. We're going to move to these last ones on number 3. you're choosing the appropriate subject pronoun to work with the verb. So you kind of have to think a little bit what's going to work with the verb. So let's take a try. Number 3, A. I shoots the basketball well, or he shoots the basketball well. Well, the first one is incorrect. He shoots. We're looking at these match, and that sounds great. They cheer loudly together, or them cheer loudly together. Well, it's the subject pronoun, they cheer, so that works out. You usually sit alone, or he usually sit alone. Well, this is going to be your key to figure it out, and it's you sit alone. We or she carefully watches the game. This is your key to look at, watches. We watches? Nope. She watches. Good. I just want you to take a little note, double check your sentence on number 4. Make sure that you have a subject pronoun and an object pronoun, but they were looking for an interrogative sentence. So make sure it's not declarative. It should ask a question. Well done. Voila. Have a great Monday. Bye.